years, David Carson dreamed of building a quiet cabin by the lake. No drama, no neighbors, just peace and wood smoke. He bought the land legally, got every permit signed, and passed every single inspection, including his own, because David wasn't just any homeowner. He was a licensed county building inspector, retired, but still sharp. For the first few months, everything was perfect. The cabin stood strong, surrounded by pine trees and the sound of water lapping against the shore. But then came the knock on the door, and with it, a storm he didn't see coming. It was Martha Glenn, the new HOA president. She didn't smile. She didn't even introduce herself. She just pointed at the cabin's porch and said, "That's not regulation. You'll need to tear it down." David frowned. "What regulation?" "The extended porch violates the HOA's visual uniformity code," she snapped, waving a clipboard. "And your chimney exceeds height limits. You'll receive a notice in the mail." He tried to reason with her, explained that the cabin wasn't even under HOA jurisdiction when it was built. But Martha wouldn't listen. She loved control, and David's independence was a threat to that. A week later, he got a formal violation letter demanding $5,000 in fines and mandatory reconstruction. That's when David realized this wasn't about the porch. It was about power. So he played along. Quietly, he pulled the official county records, permits, inspections, zoning approvals, all signed, all valid. And one signature stood out at the bottom of the main inspection form. His own, he smiled, the same woman threatening. Him was trying to invalidate a cabin that he himself had inspected, approved, and certified as legal years before. 2 days later, Martha showed up again, this time with 2 HOA board members. Cameras in hand, they started taking photos for evidence. David stepped out onto the porch, leaned against the railing she claimed was illegal, and said calmly, "You sure you want to keep this up?" Martha folded her arms. "We don't make exceptions." David pulled out a thin folder from behind his back and opened it. "You might want to check who signed this inspection." She looked at the paper and then froze. Her face went pale. At the bottom of the page, in bold blue ink, it read, "Approved, Inspector D. Carson." He waited a moment, then said quietly, "You're threatening to fine a structure that I personally approved, by county law. You're not just wrong, Martha. You're interfering with a state-certified permit." The 2 board members shifted uncomfortably. One whispered, "He's an inspector?" David nodded. "Was. Still know the codes better than you know your own bylaws." Within minutes, the tone changed. Martha mumbled something about a miscommunication and motioned for the others to leave.